The show you're about to see is performed by highly trained professional athletes. The moves and actions that take place are incredibly dangerous when not performed by skilled professionals. Please do not attempt to try and do any of what you see in this program at home.
Former British heavyweight champion Alex Shane. And Alex, an eerie chill has fallen over Hull City Hall as we await the arrival of Screwface.
And it's not just Screwface we wait the arrival of. It's of course Lilith, the righteous Joseph Connors, and the man who has been imprisoned by Connors, Liam Slater, who are all about to make their way to the ring in our opening contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring at this time, accompanied by Lilith, the righteous Joseph Connors, and Liam Slater. This is the man simply known as Screwface.
Well, this is worse than I thought. Look at Liam Slater. He looks like a completely broken man.
And look at the way he has been paraded, enslaved and chained by the righteous Joseph Connors. And the glee on the face of Lilith as Slater is now well and truly within their grasp.
Yeah, Slater almost like a trophy for Joseph Connors, who is beyond psychotic. Slater looks like he hasn't slept. This is the worst I've ever seen him look.
Well, we've asked ourselves this question for over a year now. What was the agenda? What was the purpose of Joseph Connors? And now we've understood it's to grab the heart and soul of New Generation Wrestling, and that soul is in fact Liam Slater.
But why? What sadistic pleasure does Joseph Connors get from doing what he's done to Liam Slater?
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponents.
Well, I'm disgusted at it too, Dave, as is the man we're about to meet in our opening contest, because he's the former tag team partner of Liam Slater, a man who took Slater under his wing and helped Slater get his first televised victory. It's the Mexican sensation, El Ligero.
Hailing from Los Angeles, Mexico, and winning tonight at 185 pounds, this is the Mexican sensation, El Ligero!
Of course, El Ligero's had his problems with Joseph Connors and with Dara Diablo as well, and Screwface over the past year. But you've got to wonder, El Ligero coming out here and seeing the state that Liam Slater is in, what is he going to think? And how angry is El Ligero going to be at Slater and Screwface?
Well, he must be heartbroken, because don't forget that in the match that Slater lost to allow himself to be imprisoned by Joseph Connors, his tag team partner was the Mexican sensation El Ligero. And don't forget, Ligero came off the top rope, and as he was mid-air, Screwface sprayed that mist in his eye. He was on the outside of the ring, and that allowed the situation which led to Slater being pinned and bringing us to where we are now.
Well, if El Ligero feels in any way responsible for what happened to Liam Slater, he shouldn't do. The only person who is responsible for this situation is Joseph Connors and his sick, twisted mind.
And Ligero looks on at Screwface, and what a monster of a man Screwface is. And not just a monster in stature, but in the times we've seen him wrestle, this guy is vicious. This guy has definitely got a method to his madness, and he is going to be a huge obstacle for El Ligero.
That's a great point. On any day, Screwface would be a formidable opponent. But Ligero is going to have to not be distracted by Slater on the outside, by Connors, and of course the person we haven't really talked about yet, Lilith, who's just as creepy as Connors.
Well, Lilith is one of the most sinister individuals in New Generation Wrestling, make no mistake about it. And you also have to believe in your heart that Joseph Connors, who is a master manipulator, has brought Slater out here for, well, yeah, look at that, parading Slater. He has done this specifically to get into the mind and the psyche of the Mexican sensation.
Connors mouthing something there to Ligero, but as we said, he's got to put that behind him now and focus on this very dangerous man who's standing across the ring from him.
And when Connors offered that tag team match to Liam Slater and El Ligero, he worded it that Slater would be doing a deal with the devil. If Ligero and Slater were to win, Connors would be gone. And if they were to lose, well, we got what we have right here, and Ligero needs to turn around because Screwface...
That's exactly what Connors hoped would happen, I'm sure, and Screwface given an early advantage here against the Mexican sensation.
And look at the impact and the force, the velocity of those blows from Screwface. About 6'5", 6'6". And Ligero is going to have to use every trick in his wrestling toolbox if he's going to score a victory here. Look at nails to the back. He's just vicious.
And Screwface is the kind of guy who can put you away earlier, and he may do here because he's going for that variation on the neck breaker that he's used before, but Ligero had that scouted and got away out of it.
Well, it was the move that he used to get the pinfall on Liam Slater, and you got to believe that is burned indelibly into the psyche of the Mexican sensation.
Ligero trying to take the big man off his feet here, trying to get the fans in Hull City Hall behind him. Ligero charges, but Screwface pushes him away. Ligero goes for the turnbuckle.
Oh, it's a game of cat and mouse by Ligero, who uses the rope to come in, and a huge ace crusher in the center of the ring.
The big man is reeling. Screwface is down, and Ligero maybe he's going to try for the C4L here.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, and Screwface reverses, spins out. Oh, and Ligero caught the leg there. What's he going for here? Tremendous Lucha Libre style action from the Mexican sensation.
Chops down the big tree to Ligero, and then charges the Screwface, but over the top rope and to the outside.
And right there you see exactly why El Ligero has become one of the favourites of the UK wrestling scene. Just so fast, and he goes for that dive, and Screwface on the apron up, and he trips Ligero.
Ligero's legs taken away from under him as he's out there by Connors now, a dangerous place to be. And Slater's there as well, and how painful must this be for Slater. What is this?
That hypnotic gaze of Lilith, we've seen it before, and Linsky really cannot allow himself to be distracted because Screwface has that chain, and you've got to believe Connors has evil intentions. What's he? Oh, look, they've given that. Oh, look,
hang on a second. Slater is standing between Screwface and Ligero. Slater disobeying Connors here.
Slater refuses to have his soul muddied by the evil that is Joseph Connors.
Oh, we have something of a standoff between Slater and Connors, and Screwface finally uses that chain. Referee is still distracted by Lilith, for goodness sake.
And Lilith was whispering in the ear of Steve Linsky, similar to how we saw her do the same with Liam Slater previously, and one can only imagine the dark and twisted words being uttered from her sinister lips.
Connors continuing to direct traffic as far as Screwface is concerned, and Ligero is in some real trouble here.
And using the laces of the boots across the eyes of El Ligero. Oh, look at that, right on the ribs.
Seated splash by Screwface. He'll go for the cover and he'll get two. And Screwface has made so much of an impact here in NGW in such a short period of time. I think all of his opponents, Ligero included, still haven't worked out a way to defeat this man.
Well, Ligero, remember, is a former NGW champion, so he knows all the tricks of the trade. And talking of the NGW Championship, our huge main event still to come. Matt Myers, Gen X champion, against his best friend Nathan Cruz for the Undisputed Heavyweight title, coming up on this very special episode of British Wrestling Weekly.
Side suplex from Screwface. He'll go for the cover again. Got the side press, pushes the head of Ligero into the mat, but only gets a two. Screwface stalking his prey here. Ligero's trying to fight back. El Ligero with a forearm and another one. Trying to knock the big man off his feet.
And Ligero has to dig in deep here. Hits the ropes and huge knee to the ribs of El Ligero.
Just when you think Ligero might be finding a way in, Screwface crushes your hopes.
And then just scrapes the bottom of his boots across Ligero's eyes again. And Linsky, good referee in here. Pulling off Screwface. Oh, look. Oh, and Connors is holding Ligero out.
Yeah, Connors is demanding that Slater strike Ligero. Slater can't do. Slater won't do that.
Well, he's contracted to, Dave, but he refuses.
But we've got to go to a break as this match continues.
The show you're about to see is performed by highly trained professional athletes. The moves and actions that take place are incredibly dangerous when not performed by skilled professionals. Please do not attempt to try and do any of what you see in this program at home.
Back here on British Wrestling Weekly, Screwface continuing to dominate. El Ligero, as he goes for another cover, gets two again. And Alex, all this happening, of course, as the newly imprisoned Liam Slater looks on.
Well, so far during this match, Joseph Connors has tried to force Liam Slater to interfere on behalf of Screwface, and Slater has refused. But let's not forget, Dave, that Slater is contractually obliged to do as Connors says. So by choosing not to, he is jeopardising his own future.
Ligero sent down by Screwface, and Ligero is trying to get some respite on the outside of the ring, but it may be out of the frying pan into the fire, because that's where Connors and Lilith and Slater are.
And Steve Linsky saying, I'm watching you, but he truly needs eyes in the back of his head, because he has Screwface, Lilith, Connors and Slater.
That ever-present Lilith just stalking around the body of El Ligero.
This match needs two referees. How can one man possibly keep an eye on all the various moving elements of this contest?
Well, Screwface, at least for now, is staying in the ring, and oh no, he's not. No, he's outside. Look, Screwface is pursuing El Ligero.
Oh, look at Lilith back on the apron again.
Well, this is the second time that the referee has been distracted by Lilith.
Oh, and they're trying to get Liam to throw Ligero into that steel ring post, and
don't do it, Liam. Don't do it.
How long can Slater go against what Connors is ordering? Oh, and that's how long.
Well, Slater refusing to do the damage to El Ligero, instead returning into the ring.
I think Liam Slater, who is one of the nicest young men I've ever met, would rather be finished as a pro wrestler than go against his friend.
A man of high moral integrity is Liam Slater, as Ligero hits a Hurricane Rana off the top.
Oh, and finally the Mexican sensation, for the first time potentially since the start of this match, has got the number of Screwface, and oh, look at that!
Connors was on the apron! Connors was on the apron! Ligero goes for the cover! He gets two, doesn't get him, no!
Oh,
no.
So close, so close. Linsky saying it was just a 2, but my God, from where I'm sat, that was a 2 9/10.
Liam Slater is cheering on El Ligero against the wishes of his new master, Joseph Connors. Look, Ligero, he grabbed the foot. Connors grabbed the foot.
Oh, and Ligero cannot afford to be distracted, because look at Screwface. Oh, he's going for that move, Dave. Ligero
escapes, gets to the cover, he goes for the cover, and again a 2 count. Again a 2 count for El Ligero.
Oh, look at this, he's going for the C4 up onto the second. Screwface reverses it, spins round. Oh, straight in the face of the Mexican sensation. Oh, Dave, he's got the screwdriver.
Oh, no. Oh, God. The screwdriver, that neck breaker from Screwface is enough to put away El Ligero.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Screwface.
Screwface defeats El Ligero here in Hull City Hall. And look at the look of torment on the face of Liam Slater.
Ligero did everything within his power to combat the onslaught of physical punishment from Screwface, but the numbers and the odds were stacked too high, and as a result, Screwface has won.
Now Connors is getting in the face of Slater, barking instructions. What is it? Well, Connors is in the ring now as well. Connors and Screwface continuing the assault on El Ligero.
Oh, look at Liam. Liam's just, there's really nothing he can do. He has fought all he could fight, but contractually, as I said earlier, Dave, Connors has the power, the ability to make sure Liam is done in NGW if he doesn't listen to what he's told. This is horrible.
Liam Slater looking on as one of his best friends is assaulted here. And Slater, as you say, well, Slater's coming in. Slater is putting a stop to this. Liam Slater saying no more, no more.
Oh, gosh.
Connors is livid.
I mean, this is so horrible for Liam Slater, just watching it. He may have just... hold it.
Hang on, the lights have gone out. What is this now? Are we still on? Lights have gone out here in Hull.
This building at the Hull City Hall, complete darkness. And talking of complete darkness, every time this has happened before, some men has... Oh, God! Oh, that's cyanide. I've not seen him in NGW in years. Look. Oh, he's on the side of Connors.
No, look at the size of cyanide.
One of the most devastating men to ever be a part of New Generation Wrestling has returned.
You better start realizing that if you do not cooperate with your new master, then your friends, your family, and everybody you care about, we will take action tenfold.
Oh, gosh.
He's deranged.
Tenfold.
What's he motioning to Solomon?
Cyanide with a big splash.
Tenfold.
My God. He's a lunatic. He's an evil, twisted lunatic.
Pick him up. Pick him up. We're not done. We're not done, Liam. We're not done because you are gonna do what I tell you to do, so help you God. You, in front of all of El Ligero's fans, in front of this audience here tonight, you are gonna do what no man has ever done. You are gonna unmask El Ligero.
No, you can't ask him to do that. You can't ask
I don't
that.
think you understand. Your friends, your family, anyone you care about, if I click my fingers, they're gone. You are going to take your hands and you are going to take that mask off, strand by strand, in front of all these people, and that is on your conscience. You do it now!
This is so uncomfortable to watch. Slater is caught between a rock and a hard place.
Do it! You don't listen to these people anymore. The only person you listen to is me. That's it. Do it slowly. Listen, boy. Listen. This is on your hands.
This is horrible, and Slater doesn't have a choice, Dave. This is... my gosh.
Connors is a sick human being. And Slater...
I can't believe we're gonna... He's taken that mask off.
I would never have guessed in 100 years that Liam Slater would ever unmask El Ligero.
Oh, he's got it.
Are we going to find out the identity of El Ligero?
And look at the distraught face of Liam Slater.
This is awful. This is awful. Don't do it. Don't do it, Liam.
Hold up. Connors is telling him to stop.
I think you're finally starting to cooperate. I think you're starting to realise who's in control.
What a manipulative,
absolutely grotesque mind games from Connors on Slater.
Welcome home.
Dave, very rarely will I be speechless at anything from pro wrestling, but there's literally no words I can say.
Slater has become the property of Joseph Connors, and psychologically Connors has proven here on this week's episode that Slater is now forced to do whatever Connors wishes.
And look at Liam, over a fallen El Ligero. He has had inflicted upon him a brutal lesson by Joseph Connors.
The very soul of Liam Slater has been taken from him by Connors. Right now, Alex, we've got to switch gears. Our main event is next, champion versus champion. Right now, let's hear from the Gen X Cup holder, Matt Myers.
I think one of my biggest problems, and this isn't just in professional wrestling, this is in life, there's so many opportunities that I've just let pass me by because one thing about me is that I am so scared of failing. You know, I have this massive fear of failure. You know, so when I did fail against Nathan CRUZ, again in front of my friends, in front of my family, that was it. It was crippling for me. And you know, there was a time when I thought, I don't think I'm going to be able to bounce back from this. There was a time when I thought I didn't really want to. But you know, sometimes in life the only way to succeed is by accepting failure and staring it in the face and moving on. And that's what I've done. And now, you know, I'm ready for a new experience. I'm ready to succeed. I'm ready to become the new generation wrestling undisputed champion.
The show you're about to see is performed by highly trained professional athletes. The moves and actions that take place are incredibly dangerous when not performed by skilled professionals. Please do not attempt to try and do any of what you see in this program at home.
History is about to be made here on British Wrestling Weekly, as for the first time in the history of New Generation Wrestling, the NGW Undisputed Champion goes head to head with the Gen X Cup holder, Matt Myers.
Matt Myers has dreamed for an entire year of a rematch against Nathan CRUZ. Well, through sheer hard work, those dreams have become a reality because the Gen X champion is here for that rematch. Our cameras caught up with him earlier.
You know, a lot's changed since me and Nathan CRUZ last went against each other. The biggest change, you know, I'm the Gen X champion. Now, training for the Gen X has been completely different to anything I've ever done. It's it's fast, do you know what I mean? And you have to be fast, and your training has to be fast, and everything is just go, go, go. And last time when me and Nathan CRUZ went against each other, it was on his terms. I felt like it was at his pace. But it's going to be a surprise because I don't think Nathan's ready for what's coming. As soon as that bell goes, I'm going to be going for him. I'm going to be treating this like a Gen X match. I'm going to be trying to get it done within 10 minutes because I know that Nathan CRUZ, he's not going to be expecting that.
Matt Myers promising to come out firing from the opening bell. Nathan CRUZ had better be ready for this challenge from the Gen X champion.
And Matt Myers there telling us exactly what his strategy was going to be. He requested that footage would not be aired until Nathan CRUZ was in a position not to see it. So the only person now who doesn't know what Matt Myers has in mind is the man we're about to meet, the undisputed NGW heavyweight champion, the man who has held that belt longer than any other person in professional wrestling. The show stealer Nathan CRUZ is about to enter the whole City Hall.
He has defeated all comers as champion for close to 2 years. Will this be another triumph for Nathan CRUZ? Our cameras caught up with the show stealer earlier today and got his thoughts ahead of this huge championship match.
It's tough for me to say this, but it's another win for Nathan CRUZ. It's something I've done before. I beat him last year, and you know what, I'm going to beat him again. I think everybody's going to remember at the end of this season as once again Nathan CRUZ came, saw it, conquered. I'm still the undisputed NGW champion. And if I was to say one thing to Myers other than good luck, it's also why you come back for more. Because I'm undefeatable, and I'm going to remain the NGW undisputed champion.
I am undefeatable. The words of the NGW undisputed champion. And for nearly 2 years, Alex, he has been correct.
Well, Matt Myers, as the best friend of Nathan CRUZ, has often said that CRUZ perfectly walks the line between confidence and arrogance. Unfortunately for Myers, CRUZ is undefeatable thus far on this programme for those championship belts. But will tonight be the night that ends once and for all, and Matt Myers fulfills his dream of beating CRUZ for those belts?
They have been best friends their entire lives. But now, in Hull City Hall, CRUZ and Myers go head-to-head for the Undisputed Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles bout, set for 1 fall. This match is between 2 champions, 2 best friends, and it will decide the New Generation Wrestling Undisputed Championship. Introducing first of all to my left, the challenger. Fighting out of Hull City! And winning tonight at 191 pounds, he is the current NGW Gen X League champion, the amazing Matt Myers!
A year ago, Matt Myers couldn't get it done against CRUZ, but is this his moment?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the opposing corner, the champion! Also wrestling out of Hull City and weighing tonight at 219 pounds, this is the current reigning and defending NGW Undisputed Champion. He is the show stealer, Nathan CRUZ!
The longest reigning champion in NGW history and British professional wrestling's man to beat.
So here we go. Nathan CRUZ, the New Generation Wrestling Undisputed Champion. Matt Myers, the holder of the Gen X Cup. And we start things out with a handshake between 2 best friends.
And Myers said that he's going to treat this match like a Gen X match. And, oh, wow!
He wasn't joking. Look at this, Myers. Straight from the bell with the high knee and the second rope moonsault. Goes for the early cover. Can he shock CRUZ here? No, he gets 2.
Wow! Nathan CRUZ was not expecting that. Matt Myers in Gen X matches has just 10 minutes to get the job done. And look at the speed and frenetic pace of the challenger.
Tries to tie him up again, and Myers again gets an early 2 count. But CRUZ is reeling here from this fast start from Myers. Spinning heel kick right into the jaw of the champion.
And CRUZ normally has the champion's advantage and the champion's pace. And Matt Myers is not going to let that happen in the rematch he's waited a year for.
Myers has CRUZ in the corner, ramming those shoulders into the midsection. And Myers has come out all guns blazing as he promised. Leapfrogs over CRUZ, picks him up, inverted atomic drop on the show stealer. And the high knee finally CRUZ finds a way in.
And look at that. You can already see heavy braving from Nathan CRUZ. The last time he wrestled and defended that title on this program, it was against Doug Williams. And it was CRUZ who was trying to speed up the pace. But this time, it's Matt Myers. And nobody has learned to win a professional wrestling match faster than Matt Myers. And he has the Gen X Cup to prove it.
CRUZ will send Myers into the corner, went for another leapfrog, this time unsuccessful.
Slingshot belly to back suplex attempt by Nathan CRUZ up onto the second, and a huge crossbody.
Now CRUZ will go for an early cover. He gets 2. And again Myers able to kick out just as CRUZ did, but Very interesting to see the strategy from both men early on here, Alex. When you've got two people who know each other so well, it must be very difficult for either man to surprise the other.
Well, you have to believe that Matt Myers has studied the last contest he has with Nathan CRUZ. One of the greatest matches, in my opinion, we've ever seen on this program. It was emotional. It was athletic. In fact, it was incredible. But Myers will have watched that again and again and made sure that he will not repeat history. And in fact, since the last time they wrestled, Myers has had the biggest winning streak of his career. However, that winning streak has been balanced out by another person's winning streak, and that's the champion Nathan CRUZ, who's been undefeated for almost 2 years.
Yeah, you say he's watched it back. I would say that for Matt Myers, that first match a year ago is burned into his brain, every moment of it. He's probably replayed it 1,000 times in his head, wondering what he could do differently. And this is his chance to put right what he did wrong last time and try and win the Undisputed Championship.
Look at the quickness and speed of Matt Myers off the second rope with a huge flying elbow. And the Gen X champion's feeling it now.
Again, go for the cover. You see, in every part of Myers' offense, the influences of that Gen X League, where you only have, as you said, Alex, 10 minutes to get the win. Myers not wasting any time at all in trying for the victory here.
Well, the last time they wrestled each other, Myers had to work to CRUZ's pace. But as I said, in that year, Myers is, in my opinion, the most improved wrestler on the NGW roster. And that Gen X style is going to become a big, big advantage if he can keep that pace going against Nathan CRUZ.
Myers with a chop across the chest on the show stealer. Now hooks him up for a suplex. CRUZ lands on his feet, goes for the rear waist lock. Myers will counter. CRUZ into the corner here.
Oh, goes for that stunner. Myers stunner. CRUZ blocks it.
And again he tries for it. Enziguri from CRUZ. Myers stays on his feet, but now goes down with the neck breaker.
Ah, well executed. And interestingly, CRUZ is being forced into playing Myers' game. It's paid off just there with that neck breaker and the high impact offense of the show stealer. But how long can CRUZ keep going at the speed of the Gen X champion?
Well, it's Myers who's had to go outside to take a breather here after that neck breaker from CRUZ. There's another example of what we were talking about. CRUZ had that Myers stunner scouted and was able to counter.
You cannot underestimate the sheer wrestling ability of the champion who gets a 2 count on Matt Myers. Nathan CRUZ has been in with the best, and when he beat Rampage Brown for that championship, many believed that it would be a short run because Rampage would beat him in a rematch. Well, CRUZ has taken on all challengers, some of the best in the business, and he's still got those belts.
Our historic main event continues after our last commercial break. Champion versus champion here in Hull City Hall, and Nathan CRUZ is in control against Matt Myers.
Well, Nathan CRUZ has finally managed to get the pace of contest that he wants. He has slowed down the Gen X champion Matt Myers, and is now going to work.
CRUZ will go for another cover, gets a 2 again. And from Myers' perspective at this point, he had that strategy at the start to come out all guns blazing in that Gen X style. It worked for a while, but now CRUZ has settled into a rhythm here. Myers is going to have to shift strategy, Alex, I think, isn't he? And try and find a way to get back into this.
Well, if there's one thing we learned from their last contest, it's that Matt Myers refuses to quit. Remember, Nathan CRUZ hit him with not 1, but 2 show stolens. Nobody had ever kicked out of it before, and Matt Myers had to be knocked unconscious for CRUZ to score the winning pinfall.
And Myers comes out of the blocks again. It's that tenacity you're talking about as he knocks down the champion not once but twice.
Myers has obsessed over this, Dave. Literally obsessed. He won the Gen X title. He scaled the ladder. And now, he's back up on his...
Myers uses his momentum from that German suplex to hit the kick on CRUZ, and now both men are down.
I mean, I was just talking about how Myers is obsessed over this match, over the rematch, in his mind, in his heart, my God, in his soul. He must beat Nathan CRUZ. All through their childhood, CRUZ was the cooler one, CRUZ was the more successful one, and Myers needs to prove to himself that he can be equal to the show stealer.
CRUZ and Myers struggling to their feet with the Undisputed Championship on the line. CRUZ into the corner, no one home. Myers, the kick to CRUZ, and now the Gen X champion to the ropes, a drop kick to the side of the head.
And Myers up in that pace like we saw right at the beginning, and he is feeling it now. CRUZ goes for a swing and flatliner, center of the ring.
That could do it, you know. CRUZ's head hit the mat hard, but it's only two.
CRUZ's skull bounced off that canvas like a rubber ball hitting a wall.
Myers can't believe that CRUZ was able to escape there, but if you're Matt Myers now, you've got to stay on him. You've got to stay on him, Matt.
And Myers has his friends, his family here in the whole City Hall. The pressure that he must be feeling because they were here the last time that he fought CRUZ and he lost, and he will not let it happen again.
And Myers face first into the mat. The CRUZ pushes him away. And CRUZ has the leg. What's he doing for here? Myers fights out.
CRUZ was going for that submission. Straight to that knee. Straight to that knee. And he's going for that submission hold, if you remember, that he beat Doug Williams with. And if he can get this on the legs of Myers, then Myers, he does center of the look of this.
And Myers looks like that left knee was hurt. He's going to be writhing in pain here. And look at the angle of his body. Very hard to make any kind of movement towards the ropes from that position. Especially now, CRUZ wrapping his legs around the body of Matt Myers.
Myers, inches from those ropes. But with Nathan CRUZ's body weight pulling down the legs of Myers, Myers must feel like it's 1,000 miles.
And Myers, he knows that if he taps here, he'll never forgive himself. And with that extra bit of energy that fall must have produced, he makes it to the room.
It was a move that was good enough to be one of the greatest legends from British wrestling, Doug Williams. But here tonight, in his home city, Matt Myers refuses to tap out.
What would it do to Myers if CRUZ beat him for the second time in 2 years?
It would crush him, Dave. And he's going for show stolen.
Well, listen, this would do it. This would do it. Myers knows it. He finds a way out, goes for the pin.
But CRUZ rolls through. Myers stunner. He's got it.
He got it. He got all of it.
Oh my God.
New champion. No. CRUZ found a way out.
Oh, look at the shock on the face of Myers and the pain etched on the face of the champion.
Nathan CRUZ, I'm not sure he can believe that he kicked out of that. Myers certainly can't.
It was the move that won him the Gen X Cup. It was the move that won him that Regeneration X ladder match. But so far, it's not the move that will win him the Undisputed Championship.
Myers might be wondering now, what will it take? That's the biggest weapon he has, and it didn't put CRUZ away. CRUZ is still on his feet, still fighting back.
And look at these two warriors, trading forearms and European uppercuts, and now chops. This one, as much as they are friends, has become personal because it's for the richest prize in televised British professional wrestling, and Myers got CRUZ up on the show. Oh, no, wait.
I got the show stolen. Myers hits CRUZ of his own move.
Oh, my God.
To win the Undisputed title. No. Matt Myers, within a split second of beating CRUZ with his own move.
Well, it was the move, or one of the moves, that knocked Matt Myers unconscious the last time. And what an incredible situation for Matt Myers to use it against the champion.
Myers didn't put CRUZ away with the stunner, didn't put him away with the show stolen. What more can Matt Myers do to Nathan CRUZ?
And talking of moves that knocked him unconscious last time, Myers is going for a German suplex. Remember, it was a series of suplexes that CRUZ used against Myers. And he's going for it again, and Myers doing everything he can to fight out.
Again, Myers has gone over that previous match so many times in his head. He must have thought of every possible way he can counter. Oh, Myers! Second rope, knees up from CRUZ into a small package. Could he win it here? No.
Oh, that greetings from Awesome Town moonsault, but he landed on nothing but knee in the ribs, and now look at CRUZ. Finish leg from CRUZ. Oh, I knew he's going for a belly to back. Slingshot suplex, center of the ring.
Myers, his body lands hard in the middle of the canvas. And CRUZ now, maybe he's going to go for it. He does. The show stolen.
He's got him, Dave.
And that will be... Oh, what?
Myers kicked out a one.
A one count.
Oh my...
A one count.
The last time these two competed, Myers kicked out. The first wrestler to ever do it. But to kick out a one, Nathan CRUZ cannot believe his eyes, and neither can I.
CRUZ in utter disbelief.
Myers is laughing. This is like deja vu. This is like history repeating itself. The last time these two wrestled, and what must be going through the head of the champion?
Well, CRUZ, I think, is saying to Myers, don't make me do this again. Last time they competed, CRUZ, as you said, had to knock Myers unconscious. I don't think CRUZ wants to do that to his best friend, but he will if it means keeping the Undisputed Championship.
And there's no bigger statement Matt Myers could have made about his intention than kicking out the show stolen at one. And oh God, history is repeating himself, because this is exactly what happened at the conclusion of their last match. And look, CRUZ is beside himself. He has to do it, and Myers refuses to stay down.
Myers, as long as he has breath in his body, you've got to think he will try and keep fighting for that title. Another German suplex. Oh, is Myers out? He might be.
He landed on the back of his head 2 times in a row. And the Gen X champion, the challenger for Nathan CRUZ title, looks lifeless, but he's still moving.
He's moving. CRUZ will pick up Myers again.
What's he got him? Oh, Dave, you know what I think is... This was the move, Dave. An inverted show stolen that knocked Matt Myers unconscious. This is it.
Myers lands on his feet! Myers lands on his feet! And the Myers stunner! Myers stunner on CRUZ!
Oh, a second stunner! Oh my God!
CRUZ is out! CRUZ is out!
No way!
With the cover! Matt Myers is the undisputed champion!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and new NGW Undisputed Champion, the amazing Matt Myers!
After a year of self-doubt, after a year of questioning if he could get it done, on this week's episode of British Wrestling Weekly, Matt Myers finally defeats the show stealer.
Some people say that dreams are made to be broken, but never listen, because in the ring right now is the living embodiment of what happens if you chase and pursue those dreams, because Matt Myers has done the unthinkable and beaten Nathan CRUZ to become the most televised champion in British wrestling today.
What a moment! What a moment for Myers!
I can't hear any... My headset, guys, my head...
Yeah, Myers can't hear a thing. Yeah.
Are we still on? My head... Is anyone... the head's working.
I'm not sure it's even hearing us.
Dave, me?
I'm not... Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm back on. Hang on a second. Connors and Lilith, Screwface Slater, surrounding the ring.
There's Dara Diablo in the bottom right with cyanide. We apologise for our headsets almost went totally dead. I don't know if you still heard what was happening, but this is bizarre.
Why are Connors and his followers ruining this moment for Matt Myers?
Hey, we're almost out of time. In fact, we are out of time. I don't understand what's happening.
Well, Matt Myers is the new champion, but why on earth are Connors and Co here?